Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. On today's video we decided to make a new pasta. This is the first time I make this. It was kind of interesting, the whole concept. I came across an article and I wanted to experiment with it. So I thought, hey, why don't we capture this and for our viewers and we can see it together. So I'm gonna make a seafood penne alla vodka, which I'm using lobster claws, which are cooking right now already. And this is the pasta we're gonna use. We're gonna need the tomato sauce, and we're also adding scallops. So these are drying here on a towel, paper towel. And what you need is an onion, a little bit of garlic, 3 cloves or a couple of cloves is good enough, and a spicy pepper. I like to have a little kick in my food, so I'm doing that. And we also need a half and half, so that's in the fridge for now. So we're gonna cook these and then take them out and then start with the pasta. In the meantime, we'll have the onion prepared, finely cut, and then the onion chopped, and then it will be time to put the scallops. We're gonna season them and come back. So hang on for a second, we'll be right back. So welcome back. The lobster is almost done, so that just needs a couple of minutes. We opened the paste and then we seasoned our scallops. Just dry them with a paper towel, make sure they're dry. And actually before that, you need to make sure that they thaw slowly in the fridge if they're frozen. Just make sure, put that out there. So if your scallops are frozen, you need to thaw them overnight in the fridge. And what we did to season them was just a slight sprinkle of salt, crushed black pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. And that's all I'm doing. You can experiment more with yours, but this is how I like them. So the lobster claws are done. They're out here now. We just let them cool a little bit, and we're gonna declaw them and get the meat out of them. The pasta is in. I wanted to use the same water that the lobster was cooking in to enrich the pasta with the seafood flavor. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. This is on high heat to get nice and toasty for the scallops to go in. We're gonna put some garlic and sorry, I meant to say some butter in the pan to cook the scallops in, some butter and olive oil, because the butter alone is just gonna burn. And the onion is getting chopped, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come back once I put all those in there and show you what I have after, or in a few minutes. The scallops are in the pan with some olive oil and butter, and they're cooking. Scallops cook really fast, so only 1 minute to 2 minutes on each side, and they need to come out. If you leave them on longer, they will get rubbery, they will harden, and they won't be very good. So we gotta pay attention to that. And the lobster claws, that was just 8 to 10 minutes in the boiling water, or you can steam them if you want. All right, so we cooked the onions and the garlic and the pepper, and we put the tomato paste, and we're sauteing all of that. Next is we're gonna put the vodka and ignite it. So that will be pretty much a very exciting part of this meal. And now we're gonna ignite it. And here's the thing is ignited. We're gonna let the vodka burn away. I had to remove it from the stove so it doesn't burn, because I see the flames reaching high. But now it's good, and most of it is burned. So now we'll just need to move it around so it cooks. And most of it is just gonna burn away. Yeah, so just be careful when you're doing this. Make sure your flame doesn't get too hot or too high, and keep a lid or a fire extinguisher just in case things get out of hand. But now that's it. You see, now we're gonna add the heavy cream and keep stirring. And then there it is. It's looking great. It tastes really good. There was no footage of the scallops and lobster being taking the meat out, because I realized that this is not something that I should have done in the way I did. because it's very important to pay a lot of attention to the way you cook your scallops and the lobster claws, mainly the scallops. The scallops are very delicate. You have to cook them. You have to pay attention to how you cook them, otherwise they will harden. So if I have to make this in the future, I will definitely either cook the lobster and the scallops all the way at the end when I'm done, or all the way in the beginning. Preferably, probably best all the way at the end. The thing is, though, the way I did it is that I really leveraged or utilized the flavor, the rich flavor from cooking the scallops in the pan, and then using the same pan to saute the onion, and then basically make the rest of the meal and boil the pasta in the lobster shells or the lobster clams water, and that really brought up the flavor and it made it really good. So here's the final dish. It's really good. It turned out really good. I tasted it, and everything really tastes really good. It's very heavy seafood taste to it, and I'm going to enjoy it with some wine, and then we're gonna put some for my partner before once I finish the video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it wasn't very detailed. Again, I am not making videos strictly for YouTube and not spending I guess the way I should say it is that I'm not like making it look YouTube pretty. I'm cooking, and this is how you do it when you're cooking. I'm not planning anything. I'm not making it, steps by steps. You guys, I want it to be more for you guys as an experience, to be with me in the kitchen and see how things are happening on the fly. So I totally rushed cooking this particular meal, and if I had to do it again in the future, which I think I will, I would slow down and plan things a little bit. I kind of like was trying to salvage the time and get things going while other stuff are happening. And in this particular dish, that's not the best thing to do, especially mainly because of the scallops. The scallops really need all your undivided attention more than anything else. If I was making a chicken penne alla vodka or anything else, that wouldn't been an issue. But I really had to, I didn't have time to videotape everything when it was time to cook the scallops, and because of that, you didn't see some of the steps that went in here. But I will put the recipe I used in the description. If you like to make this dish yourself, you can go ahead and try it. But this is a really flavor rich meal that I'm going to just enjoy right after this. So thank you for watching, and please let me know what you think in the comments, and if this is something that was exciting. Again, practice caution when cooking with alcohol. As you saw, those flames were pretty high, and you don't want anyone to hurt themselves. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. What did you think of this recipe, and if you're a big fan of seafood. And thank you, and have a good night.